Good morning. Welcome to Weaved Web Recovery. I'm Ryan W. This is Bobby W.
Good morning.
We're going to start off today with just for today. We must use what we learn or we will lose it, no matter how long we have been clean. Basic text, page 85. After putting some clean time together, some of us have a tendency to forget what our most important priority is. Once a week or less we say, I've got to get to a meeting tonight. We've been caught up in other things, important for sure, but no more so than our continued participation in Narcotics Anonymous. It happens gradually. We get jobs, we reunite with our families, we're raising children, the dog is sick, or we're going to school at night. The house needs to be cleaned, the lawn needs to be mowed, we have to work late, we're tired, there's a good show at the theater tonight, and all of a sudden we notice that we haven't called our sponsor, been to a meeting, spoken to a newcomer, or even talked to God in quite a while. What do we do at this point? Well, we either renew our commitment to our recovery or we continue being too busy to recover until something happens and our lives become unmanageable. Quite a choice. Our best bet is to put more of our energy into maintaining the foundation of recovery on which our lives are built. That foundation makes everything else possible, and it will surely crumble if we get too busy with everything else. Just for today, I can't afford to be too busy to recover. I will do something today that sustains my recovery. I will read today's AA thought for the day. When I came into AA, I came into a new world, a sober world, a world of sobriety, peace, serenity, and happiness. But I know that if I take just one drink, I'll go right back into that old world, that alcoholic world, that world of drunkenness, conflict, and misery. That alcoholic world is not a pleasant place for an alcoholic to live in. Looking at the world through the bottom of a whiskey glass is no fun after you've become an alcoholic. Do I want to go back to that alcoholic world? Meditation for the day. Pride stands sentinel at the door of the heart and shuts out the love of God. God can only dwell with the humble and the obedient. Obedience to God's will is the key unlocking the door to God's kingdom. You cannot obey God to the best of your ability without in timing and realizing God's love and responding to that love. The rough stone steps of obedience lead up to where the mosaic floor of love and joy is laid. Where God's Spirit is, there is your home. There is heaven for you. Prayer for the day. I pray that God may make his home in my humble and obedient heart. I pray that I may obey his guidance to the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
24 hours. The growing up. The essence of all growth is a willingness to change for the better, and then an unremitting willingness to shoulder whatever responsibility this entails, as Bill sees it, page 115. Sometimes when I've become willing to do what I should have been doing all along, I want praise and recognition. I don't realize that the more I'm willing to act differently, the more exciting my life is. The more I am willing to help others, the more rewards I receive. That's what practicing the principles means to me. Fun and benefits for me are in the willingness to do the actions, not to get immediate results. Being a little kinder, a little slower to anger, a little more loving makes my life better day by day. Yeah, those readings are interesting to me today. They're very different in my mind. All three of them are very different, Bobby. I think the first one, reading the Just for Today, hit me the hardest because your life does continue on, and in your sober life, things start to happen. You start to do things. You get jobs. You end up, you have kids. You get back to your life in a sober way, and what you have to do is set aside that special time for yourself, just like you would pick a night to watch a television program or pick a day to go out walking in a park. For me, it's Sunday. Sunday is my day for recovery. It's devoted to recovery. I pick up my housemate at my recovery house. I bring him down here. I come here. I do this with you. I've got no distractions. This is my carved out time. And then we go to our meeting. And then I take Bill back. And then I come back here. I'm, meeting my friends from my home group this afternoon. So carving out some time, just like you do for your job and for your kids. Just carve out a little time for yourself and generate that energy that you get from recovery. I mean, every time I go to a meeting, I get energy. I may not want to go, But when I'm there, I get the energy. The energy comes. And then when I leave that meeting, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I accomplished something that day. So that's all I've got to share. Thanks for today.
Wonderful, wonderful. Slow down, right? That's what I'm thinking about when they speak on Just for the Day, right? Prioritize. Though we have so many things to do in the day, we got to prioritize, right? And sometimes we put too much on our plate. But
Yeah.
listen to how you dissected that, right? You got this, you got that. You planned a specific day, and you put it into action, right? So we got to internalize what we say and what we're doing, as the setting the routine and putting it inside of us. Like we listen to a song, we can sing the song back. We can recite the words because it's inside of us.
Yeah.
Internalize these things, right? And I'm talking about if we slow down and pay attention, things go speed up and we can see it.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And sometimes in sports, like they say the college game, the NFL game or the pro game is much faster than the college game.
Yeah.
But they're able to see it in a speed where you can say like, wow. And you wonder why some of the best players, some of the best people in life can see things as it's happening and can go through it no matter what happens. So we internalize what's coming our way, right? And I'm thinking about play your role. The position that you're
Yep.
that's for you. Play your role, right? So if you play your role and just do your job, how about that? Play your role, just do your job, do what you're supposed to do, and that's how you get to where you got it today because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We talking about internalizing our recovery, being restored back to our original state, internalizing that and realizing that this is how I was created, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is how I'm supposed to do it. So when I'm doing it that way, now I can see it, and then things slow down.
Yeah.
But I speed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense to you, Ryan?
It does,
So I can
it
speed up
does.
in my day because I can see what's going on because I got my day, my Rolodex, my plan is going on the way it's supposed to go on so I can see things and I can be more effective in my life
Yeah.
because I can see what's coming my way and I know which way I'm going. I know how to duck and dodge what's not for me,
Yeah. Yeah.
which route to take. The road is crowded, I'm going to go another direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I understand what's going on in my life. I'm internalizing these things and I can move on, right? And stay in your place.
Yeah.
Follow the order that's in front of you.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Slow down again and speed up. And I want to say this to the audience. Internalize what you're saying. Internalize what you're doing. Internalize what you're hearing. Because what you hear, you're going to hear it again. What you see, you're going to see it again.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get practice at this.
Yeah.
And we can internalize it and we can work through our day in a proper way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for letting me speak.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.